Hello, my name is Glenn Boddice and welcome to this week's energy forecast reading for the week commencing Monday the 9th of January 2023. Now, those of you that have watched me work before will know that I consult the wisdom of my angels, guides and helpers, my spirit team, and also consult the wisdom of the angel tarot card. So what I'm about to do is shuffle the pack and allow a card to come out at random, and right on cue, one has just done that. So this is your card for this week's energy forecast reading. I'm now going to link into the energy of the card and bring forward the information for this week's energy forecast reading. So straight away, what I'm feeling, the energy around this card, is that this week you're going to be very aware of the changes that are happening in society. And also I'm being told to tell you not to judge these differences that you're observing. In other words, you'll notice the split in people's consciousness. There'll be those that will, shall we say, believe in the narrative, and there will be those of you that will trust your intuition and you'll trust that process. And so that split will be beginning to be obvious to you all now as well. There's also an urge for you to trust your intuition more so as this week unfolds, simply because you are going to notice that there's a lot of changes, like I say, happening around yourself, and there's going to be elements of yourself that aren't actually aligning with who you are anymore. And so your role is to recognize that this week and to start and make those choices, make those decisions in order for you to align with the truth of who you are in this present moment of 2023. Because there have been some subtle shifts that have happened during the course of the late December of 2022, and now these shifts are now playing out. So watch it and be aware of that as well. There's also going to be inspiration that's going to strike you this week as well. Ideas to help make your life a lot simpler, to flow more, so that you feel more content with how your life's unfolding. And so when this inspiration strikes, it is entirely up to you whether you trust that intuition, whether you trust that vision, and whether you decide to put that into action as well. With this being the case, you will be required to spend some time out in nature if you can, to get yourself recalibrated to the new energies of 2023. And this will allow you to percolate those ideas, things that you've had in the background of your mind that you've wanted to do for such a long time, only that you've been giving yourself that negative self-talk. And up until this year, you're now going to allow that door of opportunity to open up, and you're going to explore it with playful curiosity. So be aware of these changes coming in. Also, watch out for your sleep patterns improving. Now, what I mean by this, you'll find that you'll be having less sleep, yet you will feel more recharged. That it will be strong sleep. So what I'm talking about when I say that, uninterrupted sleep patterns, but it will be for shorter lengths of time, but you'll feel more refreshed as a result of going through that. Can you also pay attention to your throat chakra and expressing yourself more clearly, more openly, so everybody is on the same page? If you don't do that, there's obviously going to be some confusion as you start your year of 2023. So make sure that you're expressing yourself clearly and openly. I'm now going to turn the card over for you and go through it. So at the top of the card, we've got number 20. So I want to give you the angel number of number 20 to go and research, as there will be some additional content and information should you choose to do that. Right at the top of the card, it says renewal. Well, that would go in line what we're talking about. The renewal of you, the emergence of you, the new version of you, letting go of those old belief systems, those old patterns, those old narratives that you've clung onto for such a long time. And in doing that, it's going to allow the new version of yourself to be birthed into this year. At the bottom of the card, it reads reflection, self-evaluation and rebirth. Well, again, that goes in an alignment with what was channeled there as well. So it's telling you basically, we mentioned earlier about you going out in nature. This is a great place for you to go through that reflection phase in your life, and also letting go of those old energies, doing some grounding work, being present, appreciating nature, appreciating wildlife, and just observing it. This is a great tonic for you when you're wanting to reflect on how your years have gone prior to this one and what have you learned from it. So being in that state of calm, that ease, that grace will allow you to do this as well. Self-evaluation, definitely. You'll start to realize that there's facets within your life that aren't serving you anymore and they've reached an end. And it's going to take a lot of bravery, a lot of courage for you to come to this realization and actually say, do you know what? I'm going to let that go now and I'm going to move on. Even though I don't know the outcome of this new path that I'm treading, it feels right for me to do so, and I'm going to trust those vibrations. That's what it's telling you to do. And obviously with you following all of that inspiration there, you're going to come into a rebirth within the new version of yourself for this year. This version of yourself is going to be a lot more confident. You're going to be more straightforward with your communications. You're not going to want to dilly-dally around with your words there. You're just wanting to make the most of every second of the moment of your life. So that will indicate that for your rebirth of this year. Looking around the artwork of the card, we've got some blue and purple around the edging. Purple to me would represent that you are protected. It's safe for you to be yourself. And also it would indicate that the world of spirit is around you, encouraging you, pushing you forward, incremental steps so that you're not overwhelmed with the information, with these new changes that are coming in for you, once you've made that conscious choice to do so. Blue would indicate emotions. It would also indicate, like we've said, communicating clearly, more directly, and not being afraid to do so. You're going to find yourself doing that more so this week. Like we say, it's going to be incrementally, so it doesn't intimidate you in doing that, and also it doesn't frighten people away with you being more direct. They're going to find it refreshing that you are that way. Looking into the artwork of the card, we've got this feminine energy there and angelic energy. And as you can see, she's got a horn there, or a trumpet, or whatever terminology you wish to use for that instrument there. But anyway, she's blowing that. So that would indicate that it's time for you to blow your own trumpet. In other words, start and talk about your successes. Start and talk about the things that you do, that you're proud of, that you feel in an alignment with, and start and tell people about that. As a result of you doing that, it's going to help other people. It's going to help them. They're going to spread the word. They're going to let people know what you do. And you're going to feel more accomplished when people come to you and ask you, oh, I hear that you do this. Yes, I do that. And you'll have that self-confidence rising as well. It's telling you to pay attention to your feminine energies. So that sensitivity there within yourself. Trust those little nuances that you're picking up and know that you're not making it up. They are correct, and you are to trust them implicitly and go with that energy, and you'll be surprised at how that unfolds for you. This year's going to see you taking flight. It's going to see you actually soaring to heights that you never perceived you could reach prior to this year. But it's all up to you. It's all up to you to release the old versions of yourself and to go on these new adventures forward, to put that first foot forward and trust the process. Once you start and do that, then you'll notice that your vibration will change. You'll have an influence, a calming, positive influence on all those people around you, and it will be very, very noticeable. There'll be periods of time where you do feel as though you're drifting off in the clouds like this divine feminine is, and so you will be needing to do constant grounding work, keeping yourself present in the moment in order for you to continue to succeed for this year. So that is your forecast reading for this week. I do hope this aligns with you. Thanks for hearting, liking, commenting and sharing. It's very much appreciated. If you've enjoyed what you've seen on here and you would like a one-to-one private reading with myself or recorded forecast reading with myself, you can contact me at my website, www.glenboddicespiritualmedium.com, or find me on Facebook, glenboddicespiritualmedium.com. In the meantime, you can catch me every Monday at 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on pulsetalkradio.com on my radio show show From Beyond with Glenn Boddice, talking about all things spiritual, paranormal, and self-help. In the meantime, have a blessed week, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.